another that showed up, but I still don't recognize who's in it. I don't know.
All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Wilson, and I'm the nephew of Don and Damien. Again, thank you for coming to the celebration, really more of a celebration of the life of Theresa Sue Townsend, and really, really happy and thankful that you're all here. I know it means a lot to the family that's here and to her as well. To start off this celebration, there's been a video memoir montage that has kind of been put together in remembrance of her life. So we're going to go ahead and watch that video here and What a great video, right?
Yeah.
You can tell by all the photos that she was filled with happiness, a magical smile, so much joy, and with that, you can imagine why she chose to go into the route of entertainment and why she became, ended up going into be a very successful clown and not really keeping all that happiness and joy and smiles to herself, but really giving that to everyone else, and that's something that's very powerful and something that's very really realistically magical. Not everyone has the ability to do that, and not everyone has the gift of being able to do that and provide that for everyone. So that was very wonderful. In just a moment, we're going to be opening up the platform for those of you that are friends and family or anyone really to kind of share a little bit about your thoughts and any memories you have of Terry. But before that, I'm going to share a little bit about her. Terry was born in November 15, 1952, to Ted and Mary Sadbreck in Indianapolis, Indiana. Terry had an older brother, Bill, and a younger sister, Mary Lou. The Sadbreck family moved to Anaheim, California during the mid-1960s. Being from Indianapolis, Terry loved the Indianapolis 500 race. She would watch it whenever she could. Terry's father, Ted, worked various jobs related to electronics. Her mother was a homemaker. In addition, Ted was a magician and a clown. He performed shows for birthday parties, family events, and for any special occasion where entertainment was needed. Ted's work with magic led him to working together with Steve Schreiner in a magic business called Conjure Comics. In later years, Ted would manufacture magic tricks along with performing magic. He was a lifetime member of the Magic Castle in Hollywood. Wow, that's great. Terry, having an interest in magic and entertainment, would meet her future husband Frank in 1968 while she and her father visited Steve's home to talk magic. Being a good friend of Steve's son, Frank was already at the house when Terry and her father arrived. The two hit it off and began dating. Terry and Frank were married February 29, 1972 at a Church of the Reflections located inside Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park. That's great to hear because you saw there was a really great photo of all of them going down the log ride at Knott's Berry Farm. That was perfect. You could tell that was a place that they really enjoyed. Since Frank was in the Air Force at the time, Terry and Frank moved to Las Vegas, Nevada, while he was stationed at Nellis Air Force Base located just east of Las Vegas. In 1973, after completing Frank's enlistment, they moved back to Anaheim where Terry worked in electronic jobs and Frank worked for the Postal Service. In 1975, their daughter Dawn was born. 5 years later, in 1980, their son Mike was born. While Frank continued working for the Postal Service, Terry stayed home with Dawn and Mike. Once the kids hit school age, Terry became very active with their elementary school PTA. Terry loved being involved with the kids. The wonderful neighborhood led to tons of fun times indoors with the kids and the neighbors as Dawn and Mike got older. Water fights between neighbors, roller skating in the cul-de-sac. If the kids were outside having fun, Terry was more than likely out there with them. Again, sharing that she's just a very magical and happy person. And next we're going to go into kind of opening up the platform for anybody to come and share if they would like.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank all of you for coming. It's not the best circumstances to get together, but we're here. We're one, and that's exciting. I first met Terry, as it said earlier, in 1968. She even back then, had a real feeling about being with people and having fun. And that led really to her going into first being a clown and then a magician. Her stage name was Starlet. And one of the pictures they had a thing on her, a little brooch that said Starlet. And it lasted quite a few years, and she was very good at it. In fact, she taught me some magic that I use every once in a while. If I go out with people and they want a little bit of entertainment, I can do a little. But Terry loved Don and Mike, and she loved her grandchildren, Kyle, Holly, and Julian. They all meant the world to her. She did whatever she could to help them. Now this has been kind of a bad year for me, because my older brother's here. His wife passed away in March of this year. Now Terry's gone in July. And I don't want to throw dark clouds out there, but I have another brother who's in San Diego who's not doing very well at all. So we're hoping that he comes out all right. I always say when I'm talking to people, Terry and I shared some very easy dates for me to remember. Her birthday was one day after mine, which makes it real simple so you don't forget. And then our anniversary was February 29th, when it comes up every 4 years. So it's not difficult to forget. Now, even though we were married for over 50 years, even though she's not here, I miss her terribly each and every day. Watching this was not easy. But if there's anything to be learned, is that she wants to be remembered for the good things, the things that she liked to do, being with people and being with her kids and grandchildren. And she loved the entertainment that she used to do. Thank you.
Wonderful. If there's anyone else who would like to come and share, you're more than welcome to.
Just real quick, I don't like talking in front of people, especially when I'm ugly crying. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody being here. Sorry. And for watching it on the live stream. My mom didn't want to have a funeral. She wanted a celebration of her life. She said that back to when I was a little kid when we were talking about, death and funerals and stuff. She didn't want this to be a sad place, so she'd probably kick me in the butt because I'm sitting here crying like this. But she really wanted, like my dad said, to be remembered for happy times and good times and just the reminder to just love and live and be happy and just spread your joy to everybody else. So if we can all do that when we leave, that'll be a great thing to take away from this. And thank you again for being here and watching.
I have some further notes here, but there is no need to share that. Frank and the video shared everything about her. And as Dawn said, she wouldn't have wanted us to be sad about this moment. She wanted us to be really in a celebration state for this. And while she was here, being an entertainer and just a very happy and joyful person, she played her part in what her calling was, to provide happiness and share her happiness with others. That way they can share their happiness with others as well. And as we close this service, I'd like to encourage us all to really do just that. All the happiness and the joy and the smiles and the energy that she gave all of us, let's take that and pass it forward. That way she lives through us and through generations and generations and generations. I'd like to really just do a quick prayer just to close this out, if that's okay with everyone. And if we can, let's go ahead and bow our heads. Thank you for life, for family, for friends, for hope, for joy, for peace beyond understanding. Thank you for smiles. Thank you for Terry's life. Thank you for using her to brighten up this world and make it that much of a better place. We ask that you just bless us all, be with us all as we go throughout our days, that we would take all of that energy and all of that passion and happiness that Terry brought and pass it on, so that it can go throughout generations. I pray for peace, that even in this time that is tough, that we can see and know that Terry is in a better place. She is still happy. She is still smiling. And she is still magical. Pray that we would all go home and do what we have to do in peace, and that we can just always remember that she'd want us to be happy. We pray this in all in your name. So, amen. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming. As we close, you're more than welcome to hang out and kind of just talk about moments and experiences that you've had, or just share anything you'd like to share. Of course.
Additional thing.
Of course.
Mary Lou, if you're watching this, I hope you enjoyed it. You're her sister, and she missed you. And I hope you get well. Enjoy. Keep your family with you. Thank you.
It's really quick.
Family and friend, Terry Sue Townsend entered into this life November 15th, 1952. She passed away July 24th, 2022. On this card, there's a little dash between those years. That dash represents all the times that she was here on earth with us. We all have a dash. We just don't have an ending date. You are a part of her dash, just like she's a part of yours. In the upcoming weeks and months, I recommend that you reach out to the family. We heard some songs this afternoon. When you hear those songs and you think about her, call the family. Share memories and stories because everyone knows her a little different. Share those. This does conclude the chapel services. Feel free to hang out and talk with the family. The microphone's still on. If you want to share any memories or stories, just give me an opportunity to turn on the microphone for the audience or the family and friends that are online. This does conclude the chapel services. When you leave, God bless you all and drive safe.